20 minutes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Nina Devereaux. I'm Irene's DepEd teacher, and I'm also her speech pathologist.
Okay, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I am Ms. Parada, and I am Irene's general ed teacher. She's with me through science and social studies.
Okay, I thought she had you all day.
No, she's mainstreamed for 2 classes. I would like to thank you for coming out today to discuss Irene's IEP. Do you have any questions before we get started?
No. This is my second, third, fourth meeting, so.
Okay, well, we haven't met before. So I would like to go ahead and introduce myself. I've been a DepEd teacher for the past 5 years. Okay. This is my second year being at the elementary school. I really enjoy having Irene in my classroom. She's been a really good student. So we just kind of want to talk about her progress and her achievements and her wants and needs. Okay. So we just want what's best for her, and we all hope that at the end of the meeting we'll be able to agree with each other.
Okay.
Okay, so are we ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Okay. Just want to go over the art meeting, just to let you know that the purpose of this meeting is to discuss Irene's annual review, her placement program, her schedule, and her goals and objectives.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and flip over to page 3. Okay. We have marked on the page that Irene is not receiving bilingual or ESL instruction. So I kind of want to just go over her behavior in class, and it's really good. She has good behavior. She works well with others. I don't have any problems with having to get onto her. Usually I give her one warning and she's able to follow through. Her behavior does not interfere with her learning. So her communication, as you know, auditory impairment, so because of that, she has to wear her hearing aids during school hours. And I'll further discuss when she has to wear her hearing aids. As far as her vision, I noticed that she has a hard time with wearing her glasses during school. She does not want to wear her glasses. So she usually gives me excuses. She'll say she left it at home, or it's making her eyes hurt, or
yeah, she just got them, so she's not really comfortable wearing them yet.
And
so.
And that's okay, and it's okay. What I decided to do is to encourage her to wear her glasses. I created a chart that she has. It's taped on her desk, and every day that she wears her glasses, and I'm talking about from the time she walks into the school to the time she leaves from school, she has to wear glasses. And each day that I see her wearing her glasses, she gets a sticker.
Oh.
So if she gets up to 14 stickers, she does receive a reward.
Oh, okay.
So so far it's been working. She has for the past 5 days she's been wearing her sticker. She's been wearing her glasses.
Okay.
Now, if I do see her taking off her glasses, then I will remove the sticker.
So does she have a certain time that she can take off her glasses, like her PE?
Yeah, that's fine. That's her exception is during, because we do not want her to break her glasses, because I know they're very expensive.
Yes. And I went ahead and I added that, that idea into my classroom. She has that same chart on her desk, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we are a team.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, recently I heard that she has a severe allergy to dairy products.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from. She just, all of a sudden one day she started breaking out, and it's been getting worse and worse. So she stopped drinking regular dairy milk,
yes,
and she switched over to soy milk.
Okay, then that's good. We don't really, in the classroom we don't serve milk. We're not allowed to have peanut butter or any type of dairy products in the classroom, but just for safety reasons, we have noted that she does use an EpiPen, so anytime she gets in contact with dairy products, we know who to notify, and you will be notified as well too. Okay. So we hope that does not happen. We do not want her to break out or anything. So
and I let the nurse know about it also.
Okay.
So.
Okay, good. So now if we can all turn to page 7. This is the page we talk about her academic performance. On this page, we'll discuss the subject areas that are affected by her hearing loss.
Okay.
As you can see, she is taking language arts, math, science, and social studies. Those are marked. And under the academic performance, we do get down to the specifics, and we talk about what she's having difficulty in and what she's improving in.
Okay.
And so far in class, she is gotten better about submitting her assignments, which I'm very proud of her.
Okay, good.
She's becoming enthusiastic with reading.
Oh, well, good. I've been trying to talk with her about reading, you know, and at home, her favorite reading thing is to stand over my shoulder and read my Facebook posts, so.
At least she's reading.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We want to encourage her as much as we can. Well, maybe not with Facebook, but I mean, that's good. She's getting enthusiastic about reading, so that's our goal, is to get her to, you know, become enthusiastic, but also improve. Mm-hmm. As we talk about language arts, like I said, it's improved. Her reading fluency has improved as well. She does read with more expression.
Okay.
Sometimes we do readers theater, and that. You know,
what's that?
That's basically, it's kind of like play. Like we have a book and we kind of have it scripted out, and they get to act out the reading.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, so she likes that.
And we've tried that in social studies too, because she seems to really enjoy it when we do historical things, like we've been covering Martin Luther King.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try to incorporate that into our instruction as well. Back in August, I did do what is called a BRI, which stands for Basic Reading Inventory, and that is a reading test that basically tells me her reading level.
Okay.
But it also tells me her strengths and weaknesses. There's 3 components to the BRI. There is oral reading, listening comprehension, and silent reading. I did do oral reading, and that's basically she reads to me, and I give her 10 questions, and she answers them.
Okay.
And she did really well as far as reading wise, but when she comes across a word she doesn't know, she just kind of skips over it. So she doesn't really know how to use certain strategies in order to
decode.
Yeah, to decode a word.
Okay.
So that's something that we need to work on. She also has difficulty with understanding the story and also remembering just minor details. Mm-hmm. And just based on her results, she does read at a 3rd grade level.
Okay, so will her reading ever catch up to, like, can she ever catch up, like if she's in the 8th grade and finally her reading gets on 8th grade while she's in 8th grade? Or?
Well, we can make promises. We're just trying our best to have her improve, and I do try to incorporate graphic organizers, and I try to
she could still be on grade level in other subjects.
Oh,
so it's not all like downhill.
Like everything
is not going to go down.
No, it's not.
Because she's going to continue to learn and progress and improve. I mean, there's always going to be issues because of her hearing impairment, but it's not like detrimental, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to, So, also for her writing, she has been able to use graphic organizers, which is good. So she's able, and the graphic organizers help her brainstorm ideas. Mm-hmm. And you guys have a lot of fun. Yeah. I can tell you guys do go on a lot of trips, and she loves writing that on paper. So.
Yeah.
So as far as that's good, but we do need to work on sentence structure. Okay. And I will explain that more as I get into the speech path, because that's one of her goals in therapy is sentence structure and building and expanding on language.
Okay.
So, as far as the listening comprehension of the BRI, she scored 100%. And basically the listening comprehension is I read the story and she listens. And then I still ask the 10 questions, and she scored 100%. So she does better with listening comprehension than she does with oral reading. Mm-hmm. So
and the oral reading is where she reads it herself.
Yeah. So, and I was very impressed. The silent reading, we did not test for the silent reading because she already, sometimes in class, we have dear time, which basically means for 20 minutes they get a book and they read, and sometimes I have them come up to me and, tell me what they read, and she has a hard time with that. So I just felt it wasn't necessary for me to test her on silent reading until we start making some improvements. And I just felt like it wouldn't be beneficial for me to test her on silent reading if she's already having a difficulty.
A lot of the times in 5th grade, the literature becomes a little more complex, less picture-based. Mm-hmm. So, in other grades where she probably would have been able to get away with that because most deaf kids really look at those pictures and to tell the story. Oh, yes. They're very visual.
As far as her math goes, she does really well with math computation. She has actually improved in multiplication and division.
Oh, okay. She's got a chart at home, and so,
Oh, that's good.
we kind of just, we'll go over the hundreds chart, and, she works with her older sister, so Irene's been, she's been practicing, and she's starting to love math also.
That is great. That is great. And, I'm really impressed about that. And besides her grades, even though when she gets her grades back and she's getting better grades, I see that she's also able to reflect on her own. She's able to reflect and say like, oh, I'm improving. She knows that she's improving. The other day we did Mad Minute. And that's basically, there's 25 problems. We did this with multiplication. There's 25 problems, and I give them a minute to do all 25 problems. She was able to do it within about 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, and whoever is the top two to get them within a minute and get them all correct, they get a prize. And she was one of them.
Oh, okay.
So I was very impressed.
Like I said, she has that chart at home, and she drills with her sister. And her sister, they're only 18 months apart, so her sister's in the 7th grade.
Okay,
so.
That's good. That's good. Also, just, kind of like with her reading, she does struggle with word problems. When she reads, she just kind of has a hard time making that connection. And so that's something that needs improvement. Also, she gets frustrated. And she tends to break down. Yeah. So what we've decided to do is when we see that she's getting frustrated, we let her take a break. She can go outside, get some water, or just kind of get up and stretch or anything. And I've noticed that it's helped her. Okay. Well, so that's good. So yeah,
that's a really good motivator. Now that you brought that up about. She does get frustrated, so I think I might, allow her to do that with me.
And I think with social studies too, and she will be able to talk about that. But with social studies, I think there's some frustration just because of the length of the stories, and so. Okay.
Okay, well.
We'll hand it over to her.
So, as you know, I'm the general ed teacher, and I think first off, Ms. Devereaux has done a great job with Irene. She has really improved, and like she said, it's improved in her reading, and that's really shown in social studies. Social studies is really one of her favorite subjects, and I've noticed that she's motivated about learning about the different time periods, and right now we're covering the Civil Rights Movement, and she's completely fascinated. This could be because she's culturally African American, and I don't know, maybe you guys have shared family stories like from the past. She shared a little with me. I think that's great. So we started this journaling. So she's shared some things about her her past and what she's learning, and currently she is doing well in social studies. However, when it comes to reading, that's the part she really struggles with. It's hard for her to make the connection between. I guess if you're talking about, let's just say the Civil War and civil rights, she has a hard time remembering the events, like maybe keeping them separate. Yeah, because there are similar things. It's a conflict, so she has issues with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and right now she's making an 88, so it's a middle B, and that's pretty good, I would say, and she's going to continue to improve. Okay. So we've been using graphic organizers to help her make those connections, and also they're really good for note-taking for her, because we have to transition her into starting to take notes. Yeah. That brings me to science, which is very heavy note-taking. She really enjoys this. She really enjoys science. She has the highest grade in the class, which is a 90.
Yeah, she likes anything that she can do hands-on.
So. And I really try and focus on a lot of hands-on experiments. I see that they really capture what they're, like the concepts, a lot better. And she just loves it. We do sometimes simplify language for her, but it's very minimal, not very frequently. And a lot of the times Ms. Devereaux is the one telling me what to do and things like that. So we work as a team, and it's been a really good experience for me since this is the first time I've had a co-teacher. Okay. They've had to create ideas about how to recycle, and she told me that you guys recycle at home. Yeah. I guess you're really big on that. Yeah. Yeah, so.
I work in a recycling plant, so I see what it can do to that.
Oh, yeah. It has detrimental effects on the earth. And I think it's great that you're really like encouraging her to do that.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
great.
something
That's
that she
great.
loves, so.
She's so interested in it too, so that was great. Other than that, that kind of covers my section. I mean, I just want to let you know that Ms. Devereaux and I, we spend 90 minutes a week planning specifically for your daughter. So we try to cover all the bases and things like that. And if you ever feel like you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me. I'm always happy to help in any way possible.
Okay.